So I made a last minute post on Instagram and Twitter, and I said, ask your makeup related questions below or anything about my personal life. Just ask your last minute questions. And so I got some last minute questions, and people are asking for specific products. And so I went to my room and gathered up a lot of crap. So yeah. So basically, I get asked a lot of the same questions over and over on my YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and I figured I would just take a lot of those questions and just put them into one video. That way I can answer everybody's questions at once, rather than just answering those same questions over and over. So that's the purpose of this video. And I figured I would allow people to just, get the answers to that they want to some personal life related questions as well. So that's what I'm doing. I basically have just gathered up all the questions that I have received recently, and I have them on my phone, and I'm going to go over them. And if you guys have any other questions after I post this video, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'd be happy to answer them. So, a question that I got several times is, how do you deal with haters? I wasn't sure if this was referring to haters on my YouTube channel or Instagram, or haters in real life. So I'm not big enough to have haters yet. I've had maybe like 2 or 3 rude comments in the last 7 months that I've had my channel. So I don't know. If I get a rude comment, I'm not even tempted to reply to it, because I know that they just want to get a reaction out of me. So I don't even reply to it. I just delete it right away. And I've noticed that on other people's channels, negativity breeds negativity. And so if you allow a comment to stay up, other people are going to kind of, I don't know, they're going to get excited and maybe want to say something as well to kind of maybe try to egg me on or something. So I don't know, they're dumb. You're not getting a reaction out of me. I have the toughest skin of anybody that I know. Name calling, insults, just makes you look like you need to be medicated. So dealing with haters on social media, I haven't really had to deal with that very much yet. So hopefully one day I'll be big enough where I'll get all kinds of haters and I can swing that band hammer all day long. If somebody says something negative towards you, it's because they are unhappy with themselves, and so it's not something that you can allow to get to you. If you're having trouble dealing with haters, just remember what Cat Williams said. Girl, if you have 14 haters, you better figure out how to get your 15th by the time the summer is over, because if somebody's hating on you, then you're doing something right. Another question I get a lot is, what color is your hair? And I actually don't do my hair myself. I don't trust myself to do my hair anymore, because every time I do it, I mess something up, it looks horrible, and I end up having to go to a stylist to fix it anyway. So my hairstylist told me that the brand of hair color that she uses on me is Joico, and the 3 colors that she uses are 5XR, 5RM, and 5RR. And she said you can always make up a pretty name for it, so let's just call this hairdo Black Cherry. I think that's pretty. Next question, what do you use to film? I use a Panasonic Lumix camera, and it is both an HD video camera as well as a still shot camera. And as far as my lighting, I use the light from the lamp up above me. Sometimes I'll use natural light coming in from the window, and I actually use a big ring light. So that's why when you see a picture close up, you'll see a big light circle on my pupils. That's the ring light. So it's very, very bright, and pretty much when I turn it on, it dims all the other lights in my house. If you were trapped on an island and could only have one beauty product with you, what would you choose? I would have my agave lip mask from Bite Beauty. I actually lost it. I have no idea where it is. It's breaking my heart, but that's what I would have. It's an amazing lip mask. You put it on, it completely nourishes your lips, it tastes delicious, and it smells good, so that's what I would take. Another question I get asked a lot is, what is your favorite makeup brand of all time? And this is going to have to go to MAC, and it's because they have something for everybody. They have a wide variety of colors. They're always coming out with new collections, new colors, and it's just, the quality is amazing. The lipsticks are my favorite lipsticks ever. The highlighters, like Soft and Gentle, Fairly Precious, Global Glow, Whisper of Guilt, they're all amazing. So I just feel like every product that MAC puts out is just extremely high in quality, and you just can't go wrong. Plus it's a cool environment to go shop in there, so it's just fun. Next question. do you believe in God? I do. And I did not necessarily have a very religious upbringing. My dad did not go to church. My mom goes to church. She is a pretty religious person. It's less of a put your hands in the air and feel the Jesus coming at you. It's less of that, more of a spiritual thing. She believes very much in just the universe itself and karma, and things come full circle. What goes around comes around. And she definitely does believe in God. Growing up, my mom always kind of tried to push that on me, and I'm one of those people where if you try to push something on me, I'm just gonna push it back twice as hard. I like to try to find things out myself. So the older I've gotten, the more I find myself turning to God for answers, turning to God for guidance. It doesn't matter if I'm going through hard times in my life or I'm going through happy times in my life. I find myself thanking God for every day. Every day that you wake up is a blessing. I may not have the most glamorous life, but I have air in my lungs, I have a good, strong man in my life, and I'm just a happy person. And I feel like if you're not thankful for the things that you do have, then you're not going to be a happy person. Praying and church and God brings a lot of people out of very dark places. It helps people overcome substance abuse and addiction. It helps people overcome the loss of a loved one. And it's just nice to know that once we die, we're going to have a nice place to go, and we're going to be all going back home. So I just find it to be a comforting thing. Whew, that was deep. Next question, what inspired you to become a makeup artist? Also, who do you admire? I'm actually not a makeup artist. I am just a makeup addict. I might be an artist, but I'm not a certified makeup artist. So I'm everything that I know is self-taught or taught from my grandmother, God rest her soul, who was giving me Estee Lauder makeup when I was 8 years old to play with. So I'm not an artist, I just have a massive appreciation for it. I admire anybody that's willing to be their self, regardless of the adversity that they may face. That could be other makeup artists that are on YouTube, and they're huge and they get all kinds of hate comments and they just get rude people, and they continue to be themselves and they continue to just ignore that and do their thing. I think that's something to admire. I also admire anybody that's involved in the military or public safety. So those that are fighting our battles overseas, you absolutely have my heart, you have my admiration, and I can't thank you enough. You're fighting for our freedom, and that's one of the most important things in life. Also, I am so thankful for public safety, law enforcement, fire, EMS, doctors and nurses, anybody that helps just preserve the quality of life for us here at home. I'm sure you haven't heard it today, so thank you. Age and height. I am 28 years old. I am an old lady, and I am 5'5.5". This is a very unique question. This is from Shea Bella Makeup on Instagram, and she asks, what is your biggest fear / worst nightmare? My biggest fear / worst nightmare would be somebody that I love, like a parent or my boyfriend or my best friends, being in a really bad situation and me not being able to help. So whether they're hurt, like in a car accident, or they are losing their home or something like that. Something where somebody else that I care about deeply is going through some sort of tragedy or pain and there's nothing that I can do to help. I'm not really afraid of material things like spiders and snakes and stuff. Okay, Melly Love on Instagram. She says, where do you live? I am in the great state of California, and that's probably why I have an accent that some of you were like, oh my god, that's a Valley girl. I am in California. I've gone back and forth about revealing where exactly in California I live, and I think it's just when you're putting yourself out on YouTube, you are putting yourself out there, and a lot of people find out a lot of things about you, and I've always been a very private person, so for the time being I've decided to keep my exact location anonymous because I don't know, it's just, you know, when you're, like I said, you're putting yourself out there on YouTube, you gotta keep a little bit of mystery. I'm keeping it for myself more than anything. Next question, Crystal AN on Instagram. If you had to choose between giving up mascara, no false lashes either, and giving up lip products, what would it be? I'm going to give up lip products. It hurts, but I'm gonna have to do it. Okay, next question. This individual is also on Instagram at Utopia, UTOPIA 2014. And his question is, can we see a picture of your bare feet? Bro, you're disgusting. So when I got this question, I realized that this individual had been commenting on all these pictures I have of shoes, or maybe like a picture I took of my feet out at the pool or something like that. He commented on all of those pictures and was just like, what's your shoe size? You have nice feet. And then he said, can we see a pic of your bare feet? No dude, you can't. Next question is from another very loyal follower of mine. She actually asked multiple questions, but that's all right. I'll answer all of them. So first question is, how often do you wash your hair? And I probably wash my hair about 4 times a week. I don't usually get up to third day hair. Once I hit my third day is when I'll usually wash my hair again. When I do wash my hair is when I have a ton of hairspray in it. Then I'll go wash it once, at the end of the day. Or I like to wash it after second day hair. Once I hit third day hair, even with dry shampoo, my hair is very fine, and so it really shows a lot of the oils in it. So I don't usually like to do third day. But I like to not wash it every day, because once I hit second day hair, that's usually when my curls stay in better. And so, yep, usually about 4 times a week I'll wash it. And next question from Amanda Jones is, how often do you dye it? About every 6 weeks or so. Once I hit 6 weeks, my hair grows really fast. My roots are usually about an inch long. So that's when I'll re-dye it. Her next question is, are you a morning person or a night owl? I am definitely a night owl. I'm not a morning person. When I wake up, I'm very groggy. Those people that are really chipper in the morning kind of get on my nerves. So, favorite animal? Favorite animal is definitely a horse. I do love dogs very much. I have 2 wonderful pups, but my favorite animal is definitely a horse. I just think that they're very intuitive with people, they're very emotional, and they're just very graceful and beautiful. So I did grow up riding horses, and so they have a special place in my heart. Next question, mustard or mayo? Mustard, absolutely. I hardly ever put mayonnaise on anything. I only recently started putting a little bit on like sandwiches and stuff. A lot of it kind of grosses me out. The flavor is like gnarly, so definitely mustard. Sarah G. Colavidi, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, on Instagram says, which places in the world do you want to go? I really want to visit Egypt. That is one of my top 10 places that I want to visit. I do have multiple countries in Europe that I would like to visit. I would like to go backpacking. I would like to visit Greece, France, Spain, and Italy. And then I would also like to visit the Caribbean. So I'm considering going on a Caribbean cruise sometime next year. So if you guys have gone on a Caribbean cruise, let me know in the comments below what cruise line you used and any recommendations that you have for that. She also asked, what is your favorite makeup brush? For what? Oh, my favorite face makeup brush is definitely the Sigma F80. I feel like there's just no comparison. And then my favorite eye brush is probably the Sigma E25. Okay, next question is from Sicilian Sweetheart on Instagram, and her question is, what's your favorite drugstore makeup? I actually have a video that I will link below, drugstore makeup for beginners, and my favorite drugstore makeup brand is definitely L'Oreal. I feel like their products, for the most part, 95% of their products are really, really good. So they're just good quality, and L'Oreal True Match is to the death. Next question, Bounce's Wifey. What made you start a YouTube channel? I don't know. I just didn't really have a hobby, and I thought this would be something fun to do, and it is fun. Next question from BaldEgo11 on Instagram. Will you be my girlfriend? Ryan, no. He and I have been friends since I was 11 years old. He's one of my oldest friends, so he was just being dumb. Next question is from MJF1983 on Instagram, and her question is, what are your favorite editing apps, filters, collage, camera, and what's the best way to film a YouTube video? So my favorite editing apps, I will actually show you. The first one is InstaPicFX, and it looks like this right here in the middle. Where is it? Right there. Like this little flower thing. And I'll open it here for you. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. And there's always stupid ads. That's the only thing I don't like. So you can either take a picture with your camera or you can select the photo library and you just basically just pick a picture. So I'm going to pick, let's say this picture of myself and select choose. And it's not like a really crazy editing app. It's not like Photoshop at all. I don't really like to edit my pictures that much. The only editing that I prefer to do is if I have bad lighting, because I take a lot of iPhone pictures of my makeup, and lighting is hard to find. So I will adjust the brightness and the contrast. And so if I'm like in my bedroom where I don't get good lighting, then I'll up the brightness just so it's not quite so dark, and the contrast will just help the colors pop a little bit more, because like, you know, when you take a picture in bad lighting, there's really no definition of like your blush and your contour and stuff like that. So sometimes I'll up the contrast a little bit, and then if I have a blemish on my face, I will just blur that out. But this is nothing crazy. It's not, like I said, not like Photoshop or anything. I'm not using this to like blend my eyeshadow better in my pictures. I'm not using it to like carve out my contour or anything like that. I don't think that this could even do that. So that's my favorite app for editing. I also like to use the PhotoGrid app, which is right here. And it's basically just a collage app. You just select, you know, a couple different pictures that you want. Say I select those 3 pictures, it'll put it in a grid for you, or you can select different layouts, like if I want it to look like that, you know. So those are like the only 2 apps that I use for editing my Instagram pictures, and that's just like if I take a bunch of really good ones, but I don't want to flood your newsfeed with pictures. She also asked what's the best way to film a YouTube video, setup and whatnot. You do need to make sure you have some sort of additional lighting aside from natural lighting or any lamp that you may have in your room. You do need some lighting behind your camera, otherwise you're just not going to be able to see the details of your face, especially when you get close up. So definitely recommend some sort of lighting. Ring lights are very good. Softbox lighting is also very good. Other than that, my recommendation for filming a YouTube video, get a camera that has a viewfinder, which is like that little flip thing where you can see what's going on, because mine doesn't have that and I have to keep a mirror behind my camera. That's why I was like looking like this when I was trying to show you because I'm looking in the mirror and it's driving me crazy. So I'm sure I'll eventually get a better camera, but if you are going to film YouTube videos, definitely get a camera with a viewfinder. Okay, the next question on Instagram is from Malin Renee. I'm sorry if I'm not saying that right. She asks, do you have kids? No, I do not have kids. I do see them in my future, just not anytime soon. In my mind, I forget how old I am sometimes. Like, I feel 16. And so I'm just like, there's no way I could be ready for kids right now. Like, if I got pregnant, girl, I would be like, Next question is, what's the story of your tattoos? On my back, I have flowers here, and I mostly just wanted to get this flower here. I got the pink flower just in the very beginning, and then I decided I wanted to get a whole piece up there. So that's that, and then my arm. I'm sure you've seen pictures of my arm before and seen it on my YouTube. So this flower is a lotus, and these right here, 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 these are plumeria, and then the rest is basically just, what do you call it, plumage, leaves and stuff. I don't know, just for like fillers. There's another plumeria there. It's not quite done. You can see a little bit of unfinished, a little bit right here, but the story behind my tattoos is, it centers around my grandparents. Hold on, let me get myself together. Okay, so the story centers around my grandparents. It's my mom's dad and my mom's stepmom. They spent a lot of time in Maui in Hawaii. That was like their favorite vacation spot. They would always go to Hana. and my grandma took, she was like an amateur photographer. She was always taking pictures and stuff like that. And so I saw some pictures from Hawaii, and I saw beautiful flowers and these like the bright green foliage. That's the word I was looking for, foliage. Anyway, they both passed away a couple years ago. My grandma passed away in 2008, and my grandpa passed away in 2010. So the tattoo is in memory of them. These are Hawaiian flowers. And the lotus isn't Hawaiian, but it is a tropical flower. So I took some flowers from pictures of theirs that I saw and other various flowers that I found online. And I had my tattoo artist draw it up. And so that's that. It's in memory of them. I knew I wanted to get a half sleeve tattoo, and it took me forever to figure out, like, why am I out of breath? Oh, I need the fan. Oh God. Okay. So I knew that I wanted a half sleeve tattoo, and it took me forever to figure out what I wanted. Once it clicked in my mind, I knew exactly what I wanted. I took these concepts of flowers to my tattoo artist, and he and I were like totally on the same page. So he drew it by hand, and he also did the one on my back, and it's the same stuff. It's just the same flowers. So yeah, that's that. Beer Tinder says, tell us about your band geek years. She's been rocking this amazing winged liner and beautiful face since the years of band camp, people. Okay, she is somebody that I've been friends with, my friend Melinda. We've been friends since high school, and we were in band together. Yes, I was a band geek, and no, I don't want to hear anything about it, okay? I had a lot of fun in band. It was amazing, and I made a lot of great lifelong friends, and it's a fun activity to do. So I don't need to defend it. But anyway, she says, tell us about your band geek years. Girl, I'm not going to get into that because Lord knows I'm supposed to be keeping some secrets. But she's right. I have been rocking this winged liner since I was like 11 years old. Okay, we're getting down to the last couple questions here. And these are the questions where I had to run and get these makeup products. So this is going to be all product centric here. Kat Von Kelsey, she says, favorite palette of all time, go. It's a tie. Amrezy, duh. I also can't leave behind my beloved MAC. Alright girl, you stuck it out. I'm on my last question right now, okay? Your favorite lippies for fall. My favorite lippies. Okay, number one, MAC Night Moth lip liner. I'm wearing this right now. This color is just like extremely dark. This is the color of it right here. I'll swatch it for you. Just an extremely dark burgundy lip liner, and it goes great under red, burgundy, any dark lip color. So this is my favorite thing to wear under my lipsticks. I pretty much grabbed mostly darker lip colors because fall, winter, you think dark lip colors. So one that I did grab that's not extremely dark is this NARS lipstick, and this is one of the new Audacious lipsticks, and this is in the color Juliet. I will swatch that for you as well. And if you guys have not tried these lipsticks, you must. The formula is amazing, extremely pigmented. It's one of the more pigmented lipsticks I've ever tried, and they have a ton of different colors. Next, favorite lip colors for fall. I actually have two Milani lipsticks. One I used in my fall makeup tutorial, and this is in the color Sangria. This is in the color Uptown Mauve. It's kind of a purplish color. Milani lipsticks are some of my favorite drugstore lipsticks because they're pigmented, they last a long time, and they don't bleed. Next up, one of my favorite lip colors for fall is the LA Girl Glaze Lip Paint, and this is in the color Blushing. I'll show you this Instagram picture here of me wearing this. It's really, really pretty, and it's very glossy, so, and it's kind of like a muted purple. So loving that color as well. I have two MAC lipsticks that I love for fall. The first one is in the color Lickable, and it's kind of similar to the Uptown Mauve from Milani. And then I also like the color Please Me, and this is one of the two colors that is not a darker color. This is a matte pink. And then finally, the color that I have on my lips right now with the Night Moth lip liner is the Dose of Colors Liquid Matte Lipstick, and this is in the shade Berry Me, B-E-R-R-Y, me. I kind of have a hard time finding times to wear this other than videos or Instagram selfies because my boyfriend does not like dark lipstick. He thinks it looks gothic, and I think He's uncultured. So that's gonna do it for my get to know me video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this entertaining at the very least. Like I said, if you have any other questions for me, you can leave those in the comments down below and I would be happy to answer those as well, as long as they're not like nasty or, you know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, you guys. Don't forget to click like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!